My name is Gilbert Gonzalez. I'm from Reseda, California, born and raised, and I'm a custom culture artist. Which means that any car that has pinstriping, airbrushing, custom paint jobs, fabrication, that's what I do, I build. I build and paint all the crazy weird stuff for cars that a lot of people don't know how to do. I paint on anything from bowling pins to lowrider cars, lowrider bikes, hot rods, custom built baby carriages, bikes, anything off the wall and weird that people want to change up and make custom, that's what I do. What inspired me to get into this line of work for as not career, but my lifestyle, because that's actually what it is. Being young and my mom, my dad, and things like that, we're always moving around the valley, North Hollywood, San Fernando, Pacoima, Sylmar, Reseda, Northridge, Panorama, everywhere. But Reseda has always been my nest, my home. I think as far back as I can remember, I was maybe second or third grade, and I just always liked art. I like watching people draw and just do stuff and create. I mean, even as a little kid, I never really played outside. I never really did a lot of stuff. I was always just sitting in the corner drawing quietly or writing something down or just staring at stuff. Or when you go to a carnival, you see the guy airbrushing, I was memorized. I just stand there for as long as people would let me stand there and watch him, try to ask questions. It's just something I always had in my back of my mind, in my heart, that I should be creating and making stuff, you know, whether it be painting, sculpting, welding, you know, woodwork or fiberglass. I just got into every method of art that I could get into. Anytime I seen somebody doing something new, I wanted to do that. I'd go try it. It'd either be graffiti or the pinstripe or chalk art or canvas art, mural art, or just anything building or creating. I just wanted to learn it. You know, a couple of years ago, I helped Reseda Elementary paint the elementary I used to go to, help them do murals on the walls and do projects for them, things like that. And that brought a really good feeling because it made me realize that, you know, people didn't just see me as just, you know, a graffiti artist or just an artist or just, you know, whatever. They actually took what I could do and appreciated it. And they liked it so much that they would ask me to come to schools or wherever else just to help them do artwork. And that brings a good feeling. It's like, all right, I've touched these many people that these many people know about me. Just all the people that I know, they're constantly telling me, dude, you're doing a great job. I seen that on Instagram. I seen your pictures on Facebook. Oh, hey, I want to get this piece. I want to buy that piece. Or I got a kid's birthday coming up. Can you do this for him? Hey, I want to do a wall mural over here. Or people don't even know my name. And they'll call me, hey, I want to do this. I want to do that. Okay, you know. So I guess the connections that I have there with all the different families and friends that still live there inspire me to do more work and better work and constantly continue and evolve the style of whatever project I happen to be doing at the time. That's where I belong. Whenever I feel bad or whenever you feel out of place, even though I don't live in Reseda, I live in Canoga Park now, I drive back there. I still drive through the old neighborhood. I go to the old houses. I go visit my old friends who still live there. You remembered, oh, I remember when I ran through there, or we used to ride bikes over here, or, you know, walk around the neighborhood 2, 3 in the morning for no stupid reason, just bullshitting with your friends. It's just a safe place. And I mean, honestly, really, it's kind of my charging station. I'll go back to Reseda and just kind of walk around the neighborhoods and just get re-energized, because that's where I started my art journey, and my whole life journey started there. The thing I love most about the art that I create is it's so unique that not everybody can do it. I mean, there's all kinds of different artists and things, guys who paint on canvases or do woodworking. What I do kind of brings all that together with custom automotive paint. So it's just very satisfying to go to an art show or take things to a show or have people come to my house or my shop with a specific project that nobody else can do, knowing that I can get it done. These people have a vision in their head of what they want me to do, but they can't physically do it themselves or bring it to life themselves. So they'll come to me and kind of give me an idea of what they want, colors, you know, things that they want done on it, and I make it happen. I sit there and do everything by hand, cut it out by hand, hours and hours and hours into the morning, sometimes 2, 3 days in a row. You just keep working because you get really into the project. And then when you're done and they bring the people to pick up your piece of art, whatever you did for them, just the look on their face, and they can't believe that what they had in their head, you just actually made become reality. And just making crazy weird art that's really cool that people like to hang and that want to buy, and I could take to a show and everybody oohs and ahs over it, and it's really cool. It's a satisfying feeling to know that the stuff that comes out of my head that I paint, build, make, weld, or whatever I happen to do to it brings joy to these people for even that little bit of time. Most recent project I worked on, had the privilege of working on, was for Victor Koch from Sylmar, California. He's a car builder, custom builder. He took a 1962 T-Bird and turned it into a futuristic spaceship, and I'm doing the paint job on that for him. What scared me throughout my journey was not really failure, but not being taught how to do this. Not being able to go to a class and sit down and somebody show me how to do all this stuff. The big scare and the big fear Actually, there's a couple of them. The first one is not being able to do something that I want to do. The second one is getting hurt. You know, this is my livelihood and my hands right here, money makers. And I really don't do a lot of crazy stuff I used to do because I have to, you know, make art. I have to paint and use these hands to do stuff. And the one big scare I got was I got sick about 2 years ago, really sick. And I was out for about 6 months, you know, hospital, coming in and out and things. And after a while, I came outside and my whole shop, my studio was just dirty and old and dusty because I hadn't been out there for 6-7 months. And I went to pick up a paintbrush and I couldn't hold it. I forgot how to hold it. And it was really scary because I had to reteach myself how to hold the brush, how to hold the airbrush and steady my hand and regain my confidence back. And I was still sick when I went back into it, but I had to get back into it. And after about 3 or 4 months of just every day for hours and hours to try to get back up to where I was before I got sick. But whenever I feel like I can't do something or figure something out, I always remember the resourcefulness of my tata. You know, if you knew Crescencio Ramirez, you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, ask somebody. There's hundreds of people who will be glad to tell you about him. Everybody calls him Tata. I got a name tattooed on my leg with some pistons for a reason. Is very resourceful man. If he didn't have the right parts to fix something, he would still fix it with no matter whatever he had. He would MacGyver everything. And the reason why I mention this, because when the civil rights leader Cesar Chavez died, and they had his funeral in Delano, California, myself, my mom, my grandmother, and my tata, my nana, my tata, we went in his old Ford Falcon. And we drove up there, we did the whole funeral, the march. We were up there for 2 days, I believe it was. And we marched his whole funeral service and we helped out. And because my grandparents and my mom were all in the civil rights movement for farm workers and UFCW and things like that. Well, we're coming home and we're coming up the Grapevine. Anybody who's ever gone or, you know, from Bakersfield to, to San Fernando and going up the Grapevine, it's a steep hill. And a freeze plug blew out of the bottom of the motor of the car. And if you don't know what a freeze plug is, it's a plug that holds water in your motor, and when your car is freezing or in cold weather, they pop out so the water drains so you don't blow your motor up. Well, one blew out coming up the Grapevine. All the water came out of the car and we're overheated. So he pulls over and my grandma's getting upset. She doesn't know what to do. My mom's like, oh man, we're stuck here in the middle of nowhere. And my tata, he goes, nah, he goes, don't worry about it. So he goes in the trunk, opens the trunk up. He tells me, hey, he goes, walk around the floor right here. He goes, look for these little silver metal pieces about this big. I'm like, all right, so I go and walk around, look around. I find a couple, I bring them back to him. He's going through them. He goes, oh yeah, he goes, I'll use this one. So he goes over to the guardrail and he gets his hammer and he chips off a bunch of little pieces of wood. And he tells me, come here. He goes, watch this. He goes, this is what's gonna fix the car. And I go, what do you use the wood for? He goes, well, it's too small, so I'm gonna pound the wood in all the way around it. And I told him it's not gonna mess it up. He goes, no, it's gonna seal it. Now, how's it gonna seal it? He goes, well, when I pound it in, we're gonna fill the car with water again and let it run. When it gets hot, the wood that's around the metal is gonna expand and it's gonna stop the leak. And he goes, and we'll be able to drive or at least get to a gas station where we can really fix it. So I go, okay, and I think I'm like 12 or 13 at this point. I'm not really like getting it. So we crawl in there and I'm handing a piece of wood and he's in there tapping and everything. He took his shirt off and he's in the dirt and we're tapping, we're fixing this stuff. And somebody pulls over, you guys all right? And he goes, yeah, we got it, we're okay. So they leave and he keeps tapping all these little pieces of wood and has my grandma, my nana and my mom go and get go get water, and they bring it back from the little spigot. We start filling it up. He turns the car on, it's warming up. He goes, now watch. We lay back down, and it's just pouring water out. And after about 2 or 3 minutes, the motor starts heating up and the leak becomes less and less and less till it completely stops. I was amazed. I was like, this dude just fixed this steel motor with wood. Not even real wood, like chips of crappy wood that was just laying around. So he fills it up, we get back in the car, all right, get in, we take off. I think he had that Falcon for about another 5 or 6 years and he never took the wood out. He never changed the plug, and then when he sold it like the way it was when he fixed it, but it never leaked again, never gave another problem. He always told me, take it apart, you can fix it because somebody built it and put it together. Take your time, look at it, study it, go find a book on it. If you're not sure, read about it. He goes, you can learn anything in this world. You can learn how to do anything. You just have to read and want to do it. And that stuck with me. And it's actually kept me going through a lot of hard projects and things that I tried to do that I thought I was going to fail at. And in the back of my mind, it was like, nope, just sit there, study it, read it, take it apart. Somebody put it together. I can take it apart and put it back together. And that's basically what I do. If I can't figure it out, I just study it and figure it out and take my time, walk away and come back, and then I got it and do it. It's because of that man that I'm able to do a lot of the stuff that I do today. So I can say to that one man, I'm very grateful for all the life lessons and little tidbits of things here and there and not letting me quit. And yeah, he yelled at me a lot, but he wasn't yelling in a mean way. He was yelling at me because I don't know if he could see it in me or what, but he could see the potential, I guess, that I had to do things. And he would just, in his own way, encourage me to do it. Something broke on my bike, he would give me the tools here. But whenever he would call one of us over, my cousins, come and watch me do this, come and help me, you would get mad. Man, I don't want to go do that. But if I knew back then what I was going to be doing now, I would have spent every day with that man because he knew how to do so much stuff. He forgot more stuff than I'll probably ever learn. And I think I just owe a lot to my tata. Because without him, I don't think I would ever have the mindset that I have to do the things that I do. Just from that man showing me that one day on the side of the road that you could fix something without having the actual stuff there, and just to have the drive and the gumption and determination that, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And then just getting it done. And man, it means a lot to me. I think about him every day and I thank him every day. But yeah, that's my tata. That was literally the most important man in my life, even to this day. Actually, my next big goal is to get a kid, get a child. I mean, me and my wife, we can't have kids ourselves, so we've actually been going through adoption, which has taken a long time, but it's a long, hard battle, and it's a very emotional battle. A lot of people don't know how hard it actually is to do this. It takes a lot. And you and your partner have to have a really good understanding and really talk about what's going on, and you have to be really ready to discuss with your partner, things that are going on, because it's not an easy travel. I mean, I encourage a lot of people to do it because it's a good thing to do, but just be ready for emotional ups and downs. It gets hard. Wow, quote that I live by and why. Can I show you my arms? Yeah. Actually, the quotes that I live by, I have on my arms right here. And the reason I got these is because in the end, you only have two types of people really. You got your friends and your family. So on my arms it says, fight for friends, but I'll die for family. And that's for anybody, my friends or my family. If you need help, I'll be there. If you need somebody at 2 in the morning to pick you up, I'll go get you. If you need a ride, I'll go get you. If you're in trouble, I'll go get you. If you need a place to stay, food, if you don't want to sit down and talk, I'm here. And I think everybody pretty much knows that about me. If you need something, if I have it, it's yours. If you're hungry, I got food, come and get it. If you just want to go somewhere and go to sleep, my house is open. Come take a nap, relax, and just be safe and know nobody's gonna mess with you. I just really care a lot about the people that I know. I have a big circle, but it's a tight circle. I mean, the people that I hang around with, that I associate with they're not losers. They're all industry people. They're all family that's doing things. All my friends are doing things. Either they have their own companies, their own business, be it in the art world or industrial world or whatever, but pretty much everybody I hang around with is successful in whatever field they're doing or whatever they decide to do. Even in my family is all successful. There's not one of us that's a bum, that's lazy, that is not doing something with their life. Everybody says, oh, I got that one person in my family that doesn't do this, that's a drug head, that's this and that. We don't have that. We all pick each other up. One of our cousins is down, the other one's calling, hey, you need a job, you need cash, what do you need? Can I help you out with this and that? And that's how we all get along. And we grew up tight like that. And I actually got that from my father. He was always about his family. I mean, there's a lot of quotes out there, but these two quotes fit me the best. That's why I got them on my arms forever. Because I always fight with my friends, but I'll die for my family first, no matter what. Whoever it is.
Congratulations, the adoption is now. Certificate that you all will get.
Danny. Where's Danny?
Danny. Who's Danny?
I know. No, the other Danny. Not you, Danny. Little Danny. Okay. Hey, Danny was coming in.
That's right, Jesse.
Okay, guys, 3, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Your Honor.
Congratulations, you guys. Congratulations.
Good job. It's a wrap. Say peace.
Peace. Peace out, Rose. Thank you. My family, party together, stay together, live together, help each other. This is what I love. This is my life.